Hello, this is Ian with DC Digital, and today we're going to be showcasing our modified DC-40T-DN-W-ANDON countdown timer. This order is going out to G&H Orthodontics, and they have asked us to create a timing solution for their sand baths. And this is a modified version from the regular model. How it works is the client sets the desired time to count down from with our wireless remote controller, and as the countdown is commencing, the ANDON light determines the approximate length until the timer reaches 0. So now I'm going to be showcasing the functions on how this countdown timer is meant to work, as well as go over the new features that this unit comes with. So I have in my hands right now our RF wireless remote controller, and this is what we use to set the countdown with. So we can set the hours, we can set the minutes, we can reset it back to 0, and we can reset it to the last value, and we can also reset the seconds, but we can also black out the digits that are currently on display right now. So if I press blank display, it turns off the LED lights on the enclosure, and it will continue to go on. Like, you can still set the hours, you can still set the minutes and seconds while the LED digits are on blank. So it just basically makes it to where you can't see the LED digits. It turns them off. So I just press the set hours button, and once I press the blank display button, it shows that I have set 11 hours to count down from. So now I'm going to press the set minutes button to set the desired amount of minutes. So let's just say we're going to have 5 minutes to count down from. So we just press the set minutes button and we wait until we see 5, and then we press it again until we stop it from counting. And as you can see, we have 11 hours and 5 minutes to count down from. So now I'm going to set these seconds as well. And in order to do that, we just press the set second button. It's the same exact way, only this time you don't see 11 hours anymore. You see 5 minutes and whatever seconds we're going to be setting it for. So in this case, we're going to set it for 25 seconds or 26. So as you can see, the 11 hours display has shifted from 5 minutes and 26 seconds. This is due to our shift digit technology that shifts over from hours and minutes to minutes and seconds. So now I'm going to start the countdown. In order to start the countdown, we just press the start and stop button, and from there the countdown commences and the LED on the ANDON light flashes from red to green. This lets you know that the countdown has started to commence. So now I'm going to press the start and stop button to pause it, and as you can see, it is currently paused and the ANDON light went from green to red. So now I'm going to press the last value button to reset it to the last value that it was set to. And as you can see, it shifted from 11 hours and 5 minutes to 5 minutes and 26 seconds, which was the set digits that we set it to. And I'm going to reset everything back to 0. So now I'm going to be showcasing the PISO alarm that is attached to the left side of the enclosure. And this is our end of period buzzer that goes off whenever the timer reaches 0. So I'm going to set this timer for, let's just say, 45 seconds, because it has another feature regarding the ANDON lights. We wait until it reaches 45 seconds. Okay, so once it reaches 45 seconds, I press the set seconds button again to stop it from counting. And from there, we are going to count down from 45 seconds. So I'm going to press the start and stop button to start the countdown. Our LED light has flashed green. And from there, we are seeing that it is counting down from 45 seconds. So once the timer reaches 30 seconds, the ANDON light switches from green and it goes to yellow, which means that 30 seconds have gone by. And it is flashing yellow, and that means be prepared to hear the buzzer that will go off when it reaches 0. So we got about 9 seconds left. And once the timer reaches 0, the EOP buzzer goes off, and it won't continue to go off until you press the start, stop, or reset button. And the ANDON light shifted from yellow to red. So quickly going over the hardware aspect of this model, it is a tough 14-gauge aluminum fingerprint-resistant black powder-coated casing with the dimensions being 16 inches wide, 6 inches tall, and 3 inches deep. Its display size is 4 inches, and it could be viewed up to a total of 200 feet. The number of digits it has is 4 digits, and it can count down from a grand total of 99 hours. Its power type is a 120 to 240 VAC power wall adapter with a 6 feet cord. For mounting, we have our 4x4 or 2x4 electrical rough in box flooded teardrops that can be located on the back of the enclosure. And lastly, going over the accessories, we have our RF wireless handheld remote controller with a range of 1500 feet outdoors and 300 feet indoors. And it also has our blank display button that allows us to turn the LED digits on and off. We have our multicolored red, yellow, green ANDON light that is attached to the top on the right side of the enclosure. And lastly, we also have our highly adjustable piezo alarm end of period buzzer that can be located on the left side of the top of the enclosure. So again, this is Ian with DC Digital, demonstrating our modified DC-40T-DN-W-ANDON sandbath countdown timer with a multicolored ANDON light and RF wireless remote controller. Thanks for watching.